astrology and other divinatory arts are not a replacement or substitute for physical or psychiatric health care. If this is an emergency situation or you are in crisis, please do not defer your wellness to readings or horoscopes. Seek situation-appropriate, qualified assistance instead. Hey there, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your monthly astrological forecast for November 2022. And just a quick reminder, if you are ever interested in getting a session with me, you just need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or you can follow the links in the down bar below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, engagement helps this channel out a lot. So what is going on here when it comes to November? First, quick announcement. For those of you who like tarot, I've decided to make weekly tarot forecasts for each sign available for everyone for free. And you can find that under a big video where each sign is having its own dedicated chapter. I'll leave a link to the playlist in the down bar below, or you can go to my main channel page. So back to the monthly astrology for November. Well, we are keeping up with this theme of combined blessings, planets and celestial bodies merging their interests in order to create, again, mixed combined powers for our own benefit. And we have the Sun, Venus, and Mercury all together in Scorpio for the first half of the month. This is your fourth house: home, family, home-based business operations, household economy, as well as your roots and your living situation. With Mercury here, we are seeing the fastest developments, news, and the most productivity and gains coming through this space. And a lot of you are going to be finding that when it comes to household economy in general, whether it's through your income, partner or family member's income, everything combined, it's all skyrocketing. We are all accruing wealth and new creature comforts very, very quickly. Venus here is also bringing in that focus on love and favor and affection. And a lot of you are going to find that love is really coming on home this month as well. It's a great time for those of you who maybe are looking for love to potentially find somebody very close to home. You could be finding that somebody's moving into the neighborhood, or maybe you are getting connected to somebody through a relative of yours, or some kind of group event or gathering. This is also a time where Venus is bringing a lot of favor and attention to home-based business operations, and the Sun is bringing that focus on attention, enhancement, and support, which is allowing you to also do a lot of work to rework a lot of bonds and connections that you have with your family members. Now, this could be, of course, blood relatives. This could be maybe chosen family. A lot of you are getting a chance to do some serious reconnecting work, serious bonding work, opening up new lines of communication, bringing a lot more fun, a lot more joy, a lot more levity into your home and family life, and really transforming what you call your home base and your sanctuary. After the 17th, Mercury and Venus move on into Sagittarius, that fifth house of love, romance, recreation, creativity, and your relationships with your kids. And when we have Mercury here, the fastest developments and most productivity and gains are happening with your creative or recreational pursuits that you may want to consider monetizing or demonstrating to the world, debuting, broadcasting, advertising, because Mercury is bringing in all of the right people and the right connections to give this the best life it could possibly have. This is also a time where, with Venus in the fifth house, you are getting a chance to bring in a new spark, a new intimate fire to all of your romantic pursuits. If you are currently coupled or you are married, you're going to be going through another honeymoon phase the second half of this month, bringing in all new kinds of love languages to explore. It's an opportunity to reinvent the whole relationship. And for those of you who are single or available, you're also going to find that you are quite popular when it comes to the dating circuit, because Venus is also bringing you these experiences through new people, allowing you to enter your own honeymoon phase. The Sun joins these two as we get to the 22nd of the month, And it's all about bringing in new ways to play, new ways to bond, right? Attention, support, growth, and enhancement to all of your relationships here. And you're getting a chance to add a new dimension to the way that you are connecting to everyone that is affiliated to you in this, or with you, excuse me, in this house. This is a great time to strengthen your friendships with your kids, to open up new lines of communication with your kids, maybe bring in more joy, or maybe even clear away any kind of old baggage or old shadows that may be lingering from other kinds of family influences, allowing ourselves to develop the best kind of relationships, the best kind of one-on-one relationships with our children, as well as also helping to create a stronger friendship with romantic partners on this side of things. And so we are going over here, and now we're getting a chance to bond with partners away from just being about romance and going into a space where it is about enjoying each other's company as good friends, which, as you've heard me say 1,000 times, is what makes the difference between a honeymoon phase that turns into a relationship or a relationship that lasts the test of time. We also have this not only getting emphasized in November, but this is also carrying on into about week 1 of December as far as Mercury, Venus, and the Sun all being combined in this part of your chart. We have Mars retrograde all month long. Actually, Mars is retrograde in Gemini all the way up through mid-January. And this is your 11th house of friendships and social networking, your loftiest goals and ambitions, your platonic support system, the guys, the girls, that kind of thing. And I did do a big video all about Mars retrograde. If you want to check it out, I'll leave a link below. But in short, Mars retrograde is all about diminished activity. It's about dismantling and taking pieces off the board that don't belong there. And this can show up in a lot of different ways. And sometimes this is very relieving, and sometimes it can be very frustrating. But astrology is not black and white. If I did that, I would be a bad astrologer. This is going to be a time where there will be some of the highest highs and some of the lowest lows, because Mars retrograde is removing enemies and obstacles, which is great, but it's also revealing to us where certain pursuits or associations may be wasteful, unhealthy, or broken and can't be fixed. And sometimes we're not willing or not able to see it for what it really is, and Mars kind of sends some wake-up calls. This dismantling, however, is working in your favor at the end of the day because it's also removing a lot of problematic people that have been hiding in plain sight. And as we go through this month, your social life may feel very much in flux. We have a full moon lunar eclipse taking place in Taurus on the 8th of November, and this is your 10th house of career, upward mobility, anything to do with promotions, authority, coming into power, raises. And from the 8th of November up until about mid-February, it's a 90-day window period because it's an eclipse, we have this focus on culminations, transitions, and endings here. Remember, a full moon lunar eclipse is just a full moon exponentially amplified. And this is a time where a lot of you Leo people are getting ready to move onward and upwards. A full moon lunar eclipse in the 10th house is about graduation. It is about promotions, potentially transfers, or moving on to new jobs. This is about completely changing your life direction as it relates to your career. A lot of you are going to find that this is going to be happening at the same time that there may be some kind of big environmental shift or structural shift going on in your market, in your field, in your workforce, but it is giving you a chance to extricate yourself from that situation, or maybe from a space that you have outgrown, and move on to something that is not only going to be a lot more challenging and rewarding, but something that is going to help you make that bigger name for yourself. We also have a new moon in Sagittarius, which is taking place on the 23rd of the month. New moons being all about seeds getting planted, new beginnings, initiations, and new long-term commitments getting started. And in the 2-week window period from the 23rd of November through the beginning of December, this new moon is lighting up your 5th house of love, romance, recreation, creativity, and your relationships with your kids. And a lot of you are starting new romantic chapters in your lives, whether it's with somebody that you have right now, or if you're single or available, we're definitely getting down to business with somebody new. This is also a time where a lot of you are changing romantic directions or changing romantic sensibilities. Existing relationships and new relationships are going to be wanting something completely different than what we've been working for. And we may be evolving out of something that has been normal or that we may have outgrown here as well. We also have new opportunities for creative projects to take on a new road or a new path, possibly things that are much more supportive or maybe more lucrative. And some of you may even find good luck in conceiving a child or bringing an addition into your family. Finally, we also have Jupiter turning direct in Pisces on November 23rd after months of being retrograde. And this is your 8th house of shared resources, passive income, as well as intimacy, your self-employment earnings, and spousal income and supplemental income. And a massive influx of wealth and resources is also changing the life direction of this part of your world as well. And you may be in for a pleasant surprise before the end of the year. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever wish to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.